Okay, cool. So this is, I had to do some finagling to get this set up to record here, but I'm going to do a traditional Theros draft. I don't know if I'll be able to get all the way through it in the time that I currently have to record, but we will get as far as I possibly can, and maybe pick it up later. We'll see. This is going to be kind of a test experimental thing. We're not going to enough time for a full-time slot, so all right, without any further rambling, let's get started, shall we? All right, first things first. Throw the toy for the dog because he will not leave me alone. So on Arena, whenever you're past a rare that you don't have, that you might need, you should probably take it first. I would not normally first pick Temple of Plenty. I would probably take Erois's Blessing in this pack. But we'll take Temple of Plenty, because I don't have one yet, and that saves me redeeming a wild card later. In this pack, Shimmerwing Chimera is absolutely crazy nuts. It's a very powerful card, as is Devourer of Memory. Omen of the Forge is pretty good, especially with Shimmerwing Chimera. Being able to buy back a shock every turn is very powerful. Let's see. I think we take the Towering Wave Mystic. I don't know for sure on that one. Okay, Stinging Lionfish is good, as is the second one. Hero of the Games kind of looks like we're going to be red-blue at the moment. I could take Traveler's Amulet here, and that might be the pick. I'm going to prioritize guys. We're probably not going to need fixing. Aspect of the Manticore is a really good trick. The Portent of Betrayal seems decent. Irreverent Revelers, Nyxborn Brute to the side. We're probably not playing it, and we'll take Gift of Strength. Okay, so Temple of Plenty to the side, Devourer of Memory, maybe. It's worth noting that we have one. Out of this pack, so Temple of Malice might be the same situation for me as Temple of Plenty, as I was going to say. We could take Final Flare. Flummoxed Cyclops is also good. We could take Devourer of Memory if we wanted to splash black. Temple of Malice actually helps us do that. I'm going to take Temple. Okay. Gravebreaker Lamia is really good. Like, really, really good. And with one good escape card, this card is actually crazy. I would take Omen of the Forge, but I think it's fine. We can probably splash black in this deck. We're getting past enough good cards that we can make it work. I'll take Erois's Blessing. The small pump plus removal is just really good. Final Death, we might need more removal. We have Erois's Blessing, Omen of the Forge, and that's really it. I'm going to take Dream Shaper Shaman. Chain to Memory can be a really good trick, especially with Stinging Lionfish. We'll take Omen. Omen of the Dead could be good. Otherwise, the pick is probably like Triton Wave Rider or Farika's Libation. We'll take Omen. Buying back a powerful creature is, well, powerful. Aspect of the Lamprey is really good, especially as a one-of. We already have one big life-linking creature, but the Mind Rot stapled to it could be pretty good, so we're going to take Aspect of the Lamprey. Devourer of Memory came all the way around. We'll take it. I don't think we need a Memory Drain. I don't want to play too many double-colored things unless they're, like, game-breaking. I think we'll take Naiad of Hidden Coves. Arena Trickster is good with some of our tricks. Stampede Rider is playable. Scavenging Harpy, we might need the Grave Hate, and Mogus's Favor is okay. Alright, so I don't have Allure of the Unknown. And I'm probably going to pick Allure of the Unknown. But I will never, ever play this card in a limited game. It's just not going to happen. Okay. So in this pack, Stinging Lionfish number 3 is super good. We already have 2 Omens of the Forge. This just helps our deck become more consistent. Okay, Eutropia the Twice Favored. That card is unbeatable if you play it and then play any number of enchantments after it. Like, you just straight win the game. I don't have any Unknown Shores, though, and I would need them to splash for that, because I just can't play 4 colors otherwise. I'm going to take Erois's Blessing, because it's good removal. There's an Unknown Shores. Now, I am 3 colors, and Unknown Shores would be a good splash there. We could take a Hateful Eidolon, but we want that to come down early, and black is kind of our splash color, so it's not likely. I'm going to take Unknown Shores to make the black splash just a little bit easier. Okay, in this pack, Funeral Rites seems pretty good. We have enough playables. We could take Fixing, but in the form of Altar of the Pantheon, that is. But I don't think... I don't know if that's good enough to play. There's no flash tricks in this. I'm gonna take Farika's Libation. Omen of the Sea is... How many creatures do we have? Okay. I'm gonna take Omen of the Sea because it's really good with Shimmerwing Chimera, and I like having at least one. We'll take another Arena Trickster. Our options here are Starlit Mantle or Aspect of the Manticore, both of which can let us win combat. I'm going to take Aspect of the Manticore. Eidolon of Philosophy is never bad to have one. Glimpse of Freedom can be good to turn on our Stinging Lionfish, potentially repeatedly. Final Flare I'll take as more removal. Random Uncommon. Whatever. Alright. Let's build a deck. So we have to cut 6 cards. We have 18 creatures, 11 non-creatures. So we can cut a couple of creatures. We can cut our worst couple of creatures, and then we can cut a few... How many lands are we running? 17, okay. We can cut a couple of creatures, probably what we would consider our worst creatures. So I'm going to cut Stampede Rider. Towering Wave Mystic seems kind of bad. Irreverent Revelers we can actually have as just sideboard. Okay, now let's cut some non-creatures. Aspect of the Lamprey seems like it might not do as much as we need it to here, so I'm actually going to bin it. And then... We're not doing any sacrifice shenanigans, so I think Portent of Betrayal comes out. Okay. I'm going to take the dog out real fast, and then we'll continue playing this draft. Okay. Round 1. We have no early creatures. I think we have to mulligan. It's not great, but I think it's what I gotta do. I mean, the longer my opponent goes without doing something, the better off I am. No deny the divine, please. I'd like to start drawing some Omens of the Forge, or like Sea, those kind of things. Okay, Riptide Turtle is not bad. We don't lose our guy or anything. Play Arena Trickster number 2. Opponent plays Elspeth Conquers Death. It's a pretty good card. Play our unblockable guy. Opponent plays a Sentinel's Eyes. Alright, we get an aspect of the Manticore. Play an island. Mill ourselves for 1. Make this unblockable. I'm going to bounce it to our hand. Sure. No attacks. I think we are going to flash in this aspect of the Manticore on our opponent's turn, just so that we get a Arena Trickster. Arena Trickster trigger. English is hard. Luckily, our opponent does not get any reanimation value off of that ECD. Laguna Band Storyteller. They are going to put back Elspeth Conquers Death. They gain 5. Okay, in this case, we are not going to play Aspect of the Manticore, as our opponent would just exile it. We'll play a mountain. We'll play Devourer of Memory. And then we'll pass. I suppose maybe it was worth trying to attack and see if they block with Laguna Band Storyteller, but there's literally no reason for that. Unless they wanted to be really greedy and keep Elspeth Conquers Death for another permanent after Arena Trickster. Okay, they exile Arena Trickster. Opponent's last card is a Hero of the Pride. Sweet. So we get to power up our unblockable guy with impunity here. We get to shoot down their hero. I hate that. I really wanted to scry before I drew, but I guess you can't have everything you want. We'll make a 5/2 unblockable. Hit them for 5. Play an island. Might as well just do this now, because I don't want to forget again. Erois' Blessing and Glimpse of Freedom. How many cards are in our graveyard? 3? Oh, okay, that's why that wasn't working. No, you know what? I think I'm fine keeping it like that. We'll put the Glimpse of Freedom into the grave, make our guy unblockable. Hit our opponent to 15. Pass the turn. This does go infinite with Laguna Band, doesn't it? Like, not infinite. It has to die, but they can target Elspeth Conquers Death with that, can't they? Okay, they're not going to. I thought for sure they would. Play a swamp. Mill ourselves. Mill ourselves again. Okay. Hit them for 6. Pass the turn. So our opponent gets an Omen of the Sea. They're going to scry and then draw. I got a Sentinel's Eyes. Going to make Laguna Band a little bit bigger. There's literally no reason not to attack with that turtle. We take 5, we go to 15. On our opponent's end step, we will exile our graveyard to draw a card. We get a Dream Shaper Shaman and a Nyxborn Brute. I didn't think this was in the deck, but I can be wrong. Mill ourselves for 1. We mill Devourer of Memory. Attack for 5. Opponent has to have removal for this next turn or a way to prevent the damage. We're going to play Nyxborn Brute because it's large enough to block Laguna Band Storyteller. Okay. Opponent goes scrying. 1 top, 1 bottom. Opponent does not attack. Play a mountain. Mill ourself. Mill ourself. Combat. Attack for 6. Opponent does have a Stern Dismissal. Okay, we'll pass. Opponent plays a Daybreak Chimera. No attacks. Replay Devourer of Memory. Play Hero of the Games. And we'll put Erois' Blessing on Devourer of Memory. And use its trigger to kill Daybreak Chimera. Actually, that was a misplay. Shouldn't have done that. I should have taken the hit, and then next turn I should have milled twice, then cast it on a Hero of the Games to give Devourer of Memory the last point of damage to kill my opponent. Punt, punt, punt. Okay. Get an Eidolon of Philosophy. We have 12 cards left in our deck. Okay, make this unblockable. Go to combat. Attack for 4. They have another one. Okay, sure. Replay it. We'll play Dream Shaper Shaman. Okay. Opponent plays a Shimmerwing Chimera. How much mana do we have? 11? Play Eidolon. Draw some cards. Mill ourselves. Make this unblockable. Hit them to 3. Not going to pay for the trigger. Opponent's going to bounce Sentinel's Eyes. Laguna Band, Storyteller. They put Elspeth Conquers Death back on top. Replays Sentinel's Eyes. We take 4, go to 11. Play Unknown Shores. Play Stinging Lionfish. Play Stinging Lionfish. Mill ourselves for 1. We have just enough mana to do this. Play Stampede Rider. Go to combat. Hit our opponent for 3. Pass the turn, not going to do this. Okay. Opponent picks up Sentinel's Eyes, draws Elspeth Conquers Death. Reapplies Sentinel's Eyes. Cast Elspeth Conquers Death. Probably going to target either Nyxborn Boot or Dreamshaper Shaman. Okay. We're going to Glimpse of Freedom. Okay, Stinging Lionfish triggers. We're going to tap here and here. And that should widen the gap far enough for us to get in with all of our creatures. Draw a Naiad of Hidden Coves. Mill ourselves. Bottom card of our library is showing. Hit him with everything. And that should do it. Awesome. Moving on, game 2. Mulligan. Much better. Hopefully, this Omen finds us red mana. Here we go. Mountain, please. There it is. Yeah. Mountain, hero of the games. Get in for 3. I'm expecting a turtle. Hey, it's a turtle. Shoot the turtle. Shimmerwing Chimera. Well, that needs to die. I would normally just play the Lamia here, but that is a Terminate with Extreme Prejudice creature. Hit our opponent to 15. Opponent plays Plains. Passes. Okay. And we'll put it back in our hand. That's fine. We'll play Gravebreaker Lamia. I believe we only have the one escape card, which is fine. We'll go scrying. We don't in particular want either of those, I don't think. Dreamshaper Shaman's okay. Go to main. Play a land. Attack for 4. Okay. They're gonna go drawing cards. They left both on top. That's not a good sign. Is there a white removal spell that they could have? I guess not. Alright, play hero of the games. There is a destroy target creature power 4 greater, I think, in this format. But my brain's not working right now. For as focused as I am... Alright. Elspeth Conquers Death? Yep. Okay. Sure. Hit our Gravebreaker Lamia. That's probably all they can do. Can't play that. So we'll play Dreamshaper Shaman. Hit him for 3. Okay, they put it back in our hand. That's fine. We would like more red mana. Wow, good trick. Yep. Exile Dreamshaper Shaman. That's pretty brutal. Okay. Get him, Nyxborn Brute. Okay, I go scrying. One on top, one on the bottom. We get Erois's Blessing. Go to combat. Attack for 7. Okay, they put it back in our hand. I have a couple of nasty creatures, but we'll just play this again. So if they get back Shimmerwing Chimera, we're just going to play another Erois's Blessing and kill it. Hopefully. Opponent should be running out of gas here. Okay, that does not get it out of Erois's Blessing range, thankfully. So we play Hero of the Games, pray their last card is not a counterspell, or if it is, that they blow it on the creature. Okay. Play Temple of Malice. Let's go Scrying. Leave that on top. They did have a counter spell. Okay. Well, I guess in that case, we're going to try and smack them for 8. The worst thing they can do is pick up their 1/1 enchantment, and that doesn't really do anything. Opponent has to have a pretty good top deck here. I forgot how they scryed. I didn't actually see what they did with Memory Drain. Okay. They get 3 more cards worth, or 3 more cards to look. 1 top, 1 bottom. Okay. Laguna Band? No, but it is a creature. Okay. Play Devour. No attacks. Opponent. Why would you pick that one up and not pick up Omen of the Sea? Like, yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Alright, so let me check my time here. Okay. I will have to pick up this recording at a later date, but it's not like you need to know that. It'll just be like, wasn't that easy? Alright. Well, you may be wondering, Kano, there's an extra win on the chart. That would be because OBS didn't start recording originally when I told it to. So, I'm sorry you all missed out on a game, but it was like 80 minutes long, so yeah. Anyway, we're going to continue, and we're going to play at least a couple more games, I hope. Alright, we'll play first, and I guess we'll keep this hand. If we draw black, it's going to be better. Start Island. Play a mountain, play a lionfish. Ooh, play a mountain. Go ahead and get in for 2. Play a second lionfish. Now if our opponent does anything, they're going to have a hard time having untapped permanents. Play a swamp, go to combat, get in for 4. Opponent takes the damage. We'll play a Devourer of Memory. And they have a Sunmane Pegasus. I think our best bet is to just wait until our opponent's end step and see if we can tap 2 creatures. Casting Omen of the Sea to see if we could maybe find another blue source. Warbriar's Blessing, eh? Well, I don't think we can really... Now, let's see what they fight. They're gonna fight the lionfish, okay? We couldn't make it big enough with Aspect of the Manticore to kill it, unfortunately. And an Alseid of Life's Bounty. So we'll go ahead and Omen. Tap the Sunmane Pegasus. Keep an island. We draw an Omen of the Forge. They had another fight spell? Okay. Play Devourer of Memory. No attacks. Pass the turn. That's really annoying. No more fight spells. They're illegal. Let's try this, shall we? Tap down the Sunmane Pegasus. Give that first strike. Okay, opponent plays a Rumbling Sentry. They get to scry. 0 to the top, 1 to the bottom. We draw a mountain, play a mountain, mill ourselves. We mill a swamp. Buff this. Get in for 5. Pass the turn. They're going to destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. We'll Glimpse of Freedom. Tap the Sentry. That's really annoying, unfortunately, for us. We get to draw. Nothing substantial. Lose our guy. Opponent gets in for 3. Go to 17. We get an Eidolon of Philosophy, which is somewhat decent here. Attack for 2. Pass the turn. We'll Glimpse of Freedom. Tap down Rumbling Sentry. We'll block here. Opponent's going to give that lifelink, that's fine. Okay, we'll try and shoot down the Alseid. They're going to give it hexproof, okay. We get an aspect of the Manticore, play a mountain. So that'd be all but one of our mana. I think it's worth it. So get in for 3. Activate Eidolon. Oh, I should have left a blue open. I forgot this was the only 1 mana blue spell, or 1 mana spell in the deck and it's blue. Okay, so we're gonna Erois's Blessing, try and kill the Alseid. It's okay if they sack it. We're not attacking, so... Okay, they sack it. That's fine. That ability fizzles, and we'll play a Shimmerwing Chimera. No attacks. Opponent gonna give that Trample. They draw a card. Transcendent Envoy. Gonna give that Vigilance and Lifelink. And they attack for 6. We're not gonna block. We go to 2. So we untap, we pick up Omen of the Forge. We find another Erois' Blessing, which is kind of nice. So we play this here. We shoot Rumbling Sentry. Then we shock it to kill it. Opponent would have to have another piece of interaction. I don't think it's likely. Cool, that's dealt with. Then wheel pass, no attacks. Revoke existence. So we have to chained memory here. Tap Sunmane. That was a pretty good top deck for our opponent. So we'll take another Stinging Lionfish. Go to combat. Attack for 3. Pass the turn. Opponent's going to play a Sentinel's Eyes. Sure. We'll play Aspect of the Manticore. Tap here. Tap here. Sack Omen, go Scrying. Bottom, bottom. We get an island. Play an island. Go to combat. Hit them for 7. Sack Omen. Gravebreaker Lamia Mountain, both to the bottom. We just need to find 1 point of damage at present moment. So we Glimpse of Freedom. Tap here, tap here. We have 2 draws to find a point of damage or another instant. Okay, we're gonna need something. Oh, no. Okay. So we play an Arena Trickster. We can attack, but that'll kill us. So we're gonna pass, no attacks. Okay, sure. So we Omen of the Forge. Tap here. Tap here. Take action. Take action. 1/1 counter. Omen. Kill Chimera. Our opponent's not going to escape it? They can. That's not necessarily a good game. Okay. We need to find 1 point of damage. That's not a point of damage. Neither is that. Okay, draw. Go to main. Oh, we're gonna lose. We're 1 point of damage off killing them, and I don't think there was anything I could have done. Yeah, okay. Close. Okay, we'll want to play first. I think this is worthy of keeping. Start island. Pass the turn. I think since we drew an Omen, we're fine casting Glimpse of Freedom here. Opponent's going to play a Forest. They pass, so we'll draw a card. Okay. Play a Mountain, play a Naiad. Pass the turn. Start Erois' Blessing. Kill Loathsome Chimera. Attack for 3. Gonna plays a Voracious Typhon. Play an island. Play Shimmerwing Chimera. No attacks. Pass the turn. If we get to pick up Erois' Blessing, that's very powerful using that effect again. Opponent plays a Plains into an Eidolon of Obstruction. That's fine. They go attacking. No blocks. Okay. Omen at their end step. Stampede Rider to the bottom. We'll keep an Omen of the Forge. On our turn, we'll pick up Erois' Blessing. We draw a Mountain, perfect. Play Erois' Blessing. They have a Flicker of Fate. I guess that's okay. Just shoot Eidolon of Obstruction now. Kind of sucks that we lose out on this Erois' Blessing, though. Get in for 3. Opponent plays a Forest into a Transcendent Envoy. They're going to put a Warbrier's Blessing on Voracious Typhon. Have it fight our Shimmerwing Chimera. No blocks. We draw an Aspect of the Manticore, play an Unknown Shores, play Dreamshaper Shaman, attack for 2, pass the turn. Opponent plays a land. No blocks, we'll take 5. And Rumbling Sentry. Play an Eidolon. No attacks. Pass the turn. And then we'll sack Omen. Get a Lionfish. Okay, Lionfish is pretty good. So we will Aspect of the Manticore onto the Naiad. Tap here. Opponent gets in for 1, that's fine. They play a Sunmane Pegasus. We draw a Devourer of Memory, so we'll play Devour. Unfortunately, we cannot get in. No attacks. We'll end the turn and sack Omen of the Forge. Get another Stinging Lionfish. That's pretty good. We're 1 card away from being able to Glimpse of Freedom and double tap, which is kind of unfortunate, but maybe not really. Let's see what our opponent does. Opponent plays a Sentinel's Eyes. Swings in with everybody. So we chump and hang on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15. Okay, then we chump here. Take the damage. And our opponent plays Catoblepas, we tap it and win. Swing back should be lethal. Tap there. Draw a card. Untap. Do that. Do it again. Attack for lethal. Oh, shoot! For some reason, I was like, that doesn't have text on it. That's not untapped. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Oh. Oh no. I am so sorry, everybody. Okay. Alright, well, this one should be not that big of a punt in this game, hopefully, please. Okay, this hand is not keepable. We'll mulligan. This hand is somewhat keepable. We'll keep. We have some interaction. We're going to put back Chain to Memory. Opponent starts Forest. We start Swamp. Better to start Swamp if we draw an island. We can Devourer of Memory. We did not draw an island, so we're just going to Omen of the Forge and kill Hero of the Pride. Siana, Captain of the Pyleus. Get an Unknown Shores. So play Devourer of Memory. Opponent plays a Plains. I get a Heliod's Pilgrim. Mantle of the Wolf. I'd like another Omen of the Forge, just so when they try and cast that we can fizzle it, because that's going to be a problem otherwise. Okay, I play a Sentinel's Eyes. We can no longer just fizzle it with an Omen of the Forge if they stick it on that creature. We get a Lionfish. No attacks, we'll pass. We're going to leave up Aspect of the Manticore. For opponent just Voltrons, that's a problem. Oh, it gives it +4/+4. It doesn't matter what they stick it on. That was a mistake. Well, this way we can kill one of their other attacking creatures. Okay. Put it on their 1/2. Go attacking. Throw down Aspect of the Manticore on our Devourer of Memory. Block Siona. And they had a Karametra's Blessing. That was pretty brutal. Let's hope for a much better game 2. Do we want to adjust in any way? We might want Mogus's favor, but I don't really think we do. Alright, this is much better. We'll keep. We have a 2 into a 3 into a 4. Okay, opponent starts Pious Wayfarer. I'll see it of Life's Bounty. Okay, we're definitely not blocking. Play a Stampede Rider and pass. Okay, that's kind of bad. I was more expecting a combat trick, not necessarily the enchantment. Okay, we're going to play Arena Trickster and pass. Okay. That's also kind of a problem. This way, if they protect it from red, we can still attack with the Arena Trickster this turn. Okay. I think we're just going to attack with both. If our opponent wants to trade, they're welcome to. That would prevent us from getting double striked a bunch. We'll play a Temple, go Scrying. That's actually pretty fair. We'll keep that. Opponent plays a Forest. Omen of the Sun is not what I wanted to see. Okay, they hit us for 8. Oh, it was way more than that, wasn't it? Play this. No attacks. Pass the turn. Okay. We'll tap Favorite of Erois. I think we'll keep the Gravebreaker Lamia because the lifelink might actually keep us alive. Opponent not attacking is good for us. First Erroan Games. Okay. We get an Omen of the Forge. So we're going to play Eidolon of Philosophy, and I think we're going to Omen of the Forge this turn. Because our opponent is going to stack a bunch of counters on something, and if it's Favorite of Erois, we can kill it. Or a 1/1. If they put him on Pious Wayfarer, we're going to be a little bit sad. Okay. Play an Omen of the Forge. Tap here. Get a 1/1. Ping the Soldier. So now our opponent has to play a creature with 4 power or greater. Well, they might be able to animate one if they still want to draw the cards. We found another Omen. I think we can get away with attacking here. Yeah, we'll just pass. Okay, opponent's gonna go scrying, that's fine. Okay, they don't get to draw, that's good for us. Tap here. Get a 1/1. Now we get to shoot down Favorite of Erois. Oh man. That's pretty bad. I did not expect another flash enchantment from my opponent. Because now that's like a 5/3 with double strike. Throw that under the bus. Trade. Activate. Mill Chain to memory. We take 1. We get another Stinging Lionfish. We'll play Gravebreaker Lamia. We'll go and put Glimpse of Freedom into the grave. Pass the turn. We're not attacking. Okay, Gravebreaker Lamia. What are the odds they have another flash enchantment? Pretty high. Something absurd. I guess if they do, it's better we block like this. Because we take 3 and we gain 4. Lifelink saves us. I don't know if my opponent knew that, or I don't think they would have attacked like that. That was like suspiciously easy blocks for... I was worried that they had another trick of some kind. Okay, we get a Devourer of Memory. So we play a Stinging Lionfish. Go to combat. Attack with everybody. Opponent goes scrying. Sure. Oh, shoot. You know, if Kano could do math, he would have realized that his opponent was actually dead. Oh my god, where is my head today? Has anyone seen my head? Thankfully, we were not punished with it. With our massive mistake. Alright, this seems like a pretty reasonable hand. We get a 1, a 2, and a 3, and then a trick. And mana to cast all of it. So, we'll keep. Opponent mulliganed, which I think is good news for us. Start Eidolon. If they want to blow a combat trick here, that's fine. Okay. Play a Lionfish. No blocks. They play a Transcendent Envoy. We'll play an island and a Stampede Rider. No attacks. Opponent seems to be choked on mana. So they're going to have to try and play aggressively, I think. There's a Pious Wayfarer. Play that. Play Erois's Blessing. Shoot down the Alseid. Wow, they did not give themselves protection from red there. So we get in for the full 3. Okay, they're going to put Sentinel's Eyes on Transcendent Envoy. That's just fine. We find another Devourer of Memory. Go to combat, we'll attack for 3. No blocks for our opponent. Pass the turn. I don't know why it doesn't want to use Unknown Shore mana more frequently than it does, but it's kind of annoying. We'll tap Transcendent Envoy. And draw some cards, maybe. Bottom. Don't really want either of those. Okay, another Erois's Blessing is really good. Opponent plays a Heliod's Pilgrim. Let's see what they get. Another Indomitable Will. So play a mountain. Let's go ahead and Erois's Blessing on Stampede Rider. Shoot down Pious Wayfarer, so we can stop with the extra buff trickery. Hit them for 5. He was having a nightmare, so I had to pet on him for a second. Poor pup. Hit him again. No blocks for our opponent. Play a Devourer of Memory. Do we play another one? Yeah, we do. Should help guarantee that we'll actually get enough damage between the aspect of the Manticore and making both of those unblockable. We can chump with the Lionfish here, pretty much no problem. We go to 10. Mill ourselves for 1, double trigger. Go to combat. Pump there. Attack with everybody. They probably have Karametra's Blessing, and that goes a lot worse for us if they drop their aura onto Favorite of Erois and then Karametra's Blessing it. But I think we'll still have enough damage. I don't know that they can block enough. Omen of the Sun. Okay, that gets double strike. They get some 1/1s. They go to blocks. Okay, they block like that. Let's see how much they put here. These can't be blocked. So that's only 1 over the top. We make that 6, 7. Which is 3 over the top. But they lose all of that. They lose all of that anyway. We can just first strike the stinging lionfish, and as long as they don't have 10 damage worth of stuff from this favorite of Eros, we should be okay. Yeah, because we only could have done 2 more damage. So if between, like, Sentinel's Eyes, +2/+2, and Double Strike, they have to have, like, land and Karametra's Blessing, and if they do, we're screwed. Nice! We got there. Woo! Feels good, man. Alright, well, I have to split this into another recording session, so I will see you guys in the last 2 matches maybe later? Question mark? Okay. Alrighty, so we're going to try and get this finished off today. This is the 3rd recording session in an attempt to actually finish this league. I'm going to have to be careful about doing traditional drafts for recorded content if they're all going to be like this. Of course, I've also had a really busy week. What day is today? Right. I shouldn't date this video. But, like, earlier this week, we went, and, like, one of my afternoons is lifting, and we went to a tasting for caterers for our upcoming wedding. And that took all of my time after work. And then I had like 45 minutes to rest and recover from the food that I ate. And then I had to go lift. But it's cool because I maxed out my pause squat at 390 pounds. So I was holding it for 2 seconds at the bottom, which is pretty sweet. It was apparently not a feat of strength many people can do, even at the gym where I lift. So, should have played the mountain there. Starting off with the punts early. We might have needed to Omen of the Forge here, because keeping the way clear is more important than drawing a card. But there's no reason I couldn't do both. So now I have to choose between playing Hero of the Games and playing Omen of the Forge, and I'm going to have to play Omen of the Forge because you always do that for a Legion Caryatid here. Okay, we're going to play Mountain. This is even extra crappy because at least I can curve it into Shimmerwing Chimera, I guess. I was going to say because next turn it would have been better to play Devourer of Memory and Omen of the Forge at the same time. Okay. Opponent plays a Forest, and they've got a Towering Wave Mystic. Cool. I think this turn... Yeah, this turn we just play the Shimmerwing Chimera. If they have removal, we're going to make them use it here. Plus, there's not a lot of good removal they could have. Like, even Warbrier's Blessing, they would trade their creature for removing our Chimera. Okay. Opponent goes attacking. We are very clearly not going to block. We'll go ahead and take 2, and we'll mill 2. We lose an aspect of the Manticore. Opponent has a Renata, Called to Hunt. We're going to pick up Omen of the Forge. We draw an Erois's Blessing. So we play an island. It's kind of sad that we didn't get another red source, otherwise we could Stampede Rider and Omen of the Forge. But I think killing the Towering Wave Mystic and playing Devourer of Memory is probably good enough. It makes our Erois's Blessing turn maybe not as great, depending on whether Shimmerwing Chimera continues to live or not. Okay, opponent plays a Satessan Training. Okay, they go attacking. We're not going to block. Take 4. Our opponent taps out for a Naiad of Hidden Coves. We are going to pick up Omen of the Forge, draw Stinging Lionfish, and we will Erois's Blessing on... I think it does matter, and we're going to put it on a Devourer of Memory. We'll kill Naiad of Hidden Coves. Get in for 6. Pass the turn. I think it matters only because they could have a Plummet or a Disenchant, and putting it on Shimmerwing Chimera because of that is a little risky. I think it's harder for our opponent to answer this creature, and the ability to pick Erois's Blessing back up if Shimmerwing Chimera survives is much better. A Brine Giant, huh? Opponent gets in for 4. We'll bounce Erois's Blessing. If we draw another mountain, we could actually shoot down the Brine Giant. Play an island. We'll play a Stinging Lionfish. Go to combat, attack for 3 in the air, and pass. Opponent plays an island. Okay, so we'll flash in Omen, tap down the Brine Giant. Shoot our opponent. Opponent does not attack. We'll pick up Omen of the Forge. Play a mountain. Play Erois's Blessing on Devourer of Memory. Actually, should have put it on Stinging Lionfish this time around, because we could then, if they killed it in response, we could mill ourselves and still have lethal, but I guess the Omen of the Forge means it doesn't matter. We'll still get in for the damage. Sure. I almost cast the Omen of the Forge and I was like, that wouldn't play around like another buff spell, actually. That gets reach. Oh my god. Oh no. What am I doing? Alright, well they're dead as soon as we untap. Provided they don't have a counter spell. That was... This is... I have been like... punt after punt after punt. Every single time I've played this league. This is the longest draft league ever. Opponent not going to attack. So we're just going to go ahead and Omen and shoot them and hopefully end this game. Thank God. Oh, man. I have been described as the Cleveland Browns of Magic. Because the amount of punting I do is unreal. We have no adjustments. We're just going to ship it back. Alright, this should be acceptable. We have a good 2-drop, we have a flash combat trick. If we draw a red source, which our cantrip should get us to, we're in a good spot. We have another one, things are looking up. Okay, another land is good. Not amazing, but good. Opponent could have a disenchant effect here. I think it's Return to Nature. And that would be annoying, but it wouldn't be awful if they have one and they blow it on this while we're holding Shimmerwing Chimera. Opponent plays a forest and passes. We'll play a Temple of Malice. Go scrying. Swamp to the bottom. We don't need another swamp. They could have a Vexing Gull. We're not going to attack. We don't want to lose our Lionfish. Mystic Repeal. Okay, well, they just had it anyway. That should be fine, though. Okay, opponent plays Renata. Well, if we find another red source, we can double Omen of the Forge to kill it. Which I actually think I'm just going to do. Okay, opponent plays a Forest and a Naiad of Hidden Coves. We draw a Glimpse of Freedom. We'll play an island. Play Shimmerwing. Hopefully we don't get repealed or countered. They get countered. At the very least, we have a bunch of permanents we can sack to Dreamshaper Shaman. Provided he doesn't get countered. Go Dreamshaper Shaman. Nice. Okay, opponent plays a Forest. And pursues relentlessly. So they take a 2-drop and a land, putting the Arachneer in their grave. They play a Towering Wave Mystic. Opponent's attacking. They're basically advertising that their last card in hand is a combat trick, whether or not that's true. We're going to play a Stampede Rider. Pass the turn. No attacks. We will pay sack an Omen. Get an Arena Trickster out of the deal. That's pretty good. There's a 1-mana discount on that. Okay, opponent plays a Forest. Okay, opponent plays a Brine Giant. And a Warbriar Blessing. Slightly unfortunate. Okay, we draw a Gravebreaker Lamia. I think our best play is to play a Trickster here, and then to pass the turn. Okay, they escape the spider. So we'll glimpse, get some 1/1 counters, and draw a card. Get an aspect of the Manticore. We'll double block. Didn't I say I knew they had that? Kano. Kano. Please. No one's gonna want to watch this. This is like a train wreck in ultra slow motion. Alright. Opponent gets in for 5. Sure. And we tapped wrong because we can't keep up Glimpse of Freedom now. Let's see, what is that? 9 damage? We'll take 9 damage. Eutropia the Twice Favored. Play a land. No attacks. Pass the turn. We're going to try and surprise them with Aspect of the Manticore, if possible. Okay, so let's sack Omen of the Sea. Bottom. Block here. Aspect of the Manticore. Kill the Arachneer. Take 5. A net gain of 1. We'll draw a card. Okay, we draw an Erois' Blessing. So we'll play that. Put it on the Gravebreaker Lamia. Shoot down Eutropia, because she's very dangerous. Go to combat. Attack with both. Opponent going to double block. We'll kill the Naiad. Gain 7. Opponent going to make us mill. They could mill themselves if they don't want us to cast Glimpse of Freedom. They do. Very clever. They have an Uro. What the heck? Oh man. That's... Jeez. I mean, I'm in this position because I couldn't remember a combat trick past a single turn. But still... That's not gonna matter. Because every time this attacks, it just undoes one of the attacks of the Devourer, and we'd be milling ourselves really hard. I need like another aspect of the Manticore. Okay, opponent attacks for 7. They mill themselves. Sure. We play a Voracious Typhon. Okay. Get it together, man. Get it together. You can do this. Okay. No changes. Yet again, no changes. We'll be on the play this last time. I think this is pretty good. We'll keep. Start Island, Eidolon, pass. Get in for 1. Play Temple of Malice. Scry. We'll leave Erois' Blessing on top. It's good removal. Opponent plays Binding of the Titans to neutralize our Scry. We do lose our Shimmerwing Chimera, which is kind of annoying. Play an island to go to combat. Get in for 1. Pass. Opponent gets to exile. Sure. They play a land. And they play a Nexus Wardens. Don't want either of those. We draw Devourer. Okay, Devourer could be good here. Yeah, I think we play Devourer. That's going to guarantee some damage as long as it sticks around. They get back a land. Voracious Typhon. Kill the Typhon. Attack. This way we get in for 1 damage. Eutropia the Twice Favored. Please no Warbriar Blessing. Don't do it. Don't do it, opponent. It's going to be so hard to kill now, and we just lost the only source of damage we're going to have for a while. Okay. When it gets in for 1. We'll play a Naiad. No attacks. Opponent plays a Naiad. Constellation trigger. We don't have any hard removal, and we've lost both of our Erois's blessings. So, like, we can no longer kill that. I'm fairly certain. Because there's no way they're blocking with it. Not in any way we would ever kill it. And I don't think we can erase it. I think we just dead. Like, we're just dead already. Not to be fatalistic or anything. Neither of those really do anything, so we'll send them to the bottom. Okay, we'll play all this out this turn. Next turn we can crack the Eidolon. And maybe, just maybe, with the right amounts of flash cards and things like that, we should be able to Stinging Lionfish and tap down their biggest creature for a while maybe making Arena Trickster big enough to attack. And I think that's our only route to victory. We need to end this game quickly, and I don't think we're capable of doing so. Yep. Constellation trigger. Opponent gains life too. That's like just making them even further out of our reach. Alright, we go to 15. And they play a Brine Giant. We draw nothing. No attacks. Did not leave up the right colored mana, because I was thinking the only thing that would work is our Singleton Chain to Memory. I forgot that this reduced costs. I'm not on tilt. I'm kind of annoyed, but I genuinely forgot that this was an option. And now we have to sack creatures. Sack creatures just to stay alive. Actually, if our opponent just swings out, I think we're going to die, because we have to block unfavorably to stay alive. I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm so sorry. That was abysmal playing on my part. That was a horrible match. And this league, which is kind of a sour league, ends on a sour note. I am so sorry to all involved. At least we got our entry fee back, but good lord, that was an ordeal. So let's open some packs and maybe feel a little bit better about ourselves, shall we? Alright. Pack number 1. We got ourselves a rare and Eat to Extinction. Okay. Pack number 2. Another rare, and it is a mythic rare card. I was apparently wrong. I thought it glowed the right color for those. Yeah, isn't it always rare if it's gold? Arasta of the Endless Web. Okay. And the last pack. Heliod, the Sun Crowned. Apparently I was wrong. Apparently it's just an always gold and sometimes it's just a mythic. I learned something. Unlike when I actually played Magic. Alright, well, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing to the channel. It would mean the world to me if you did. I'm really sorry about this video and the situation about it getting uploaded on time. I know I posted an apology video yesterday about it, but yeah, it shouldn't be like this going into the future. It's just been a really busy week. Anyway, I hope you all have a good time. Bye!